Avoidance is better than like when you trying to
being tempted.
Yeah. So if you
Just
just avoid it
it.
altogether.
Like I said, he better not come up telling me about some new friend of his that ain't a friend of mine, and she don't know about me. Cause no, that's not happening.
I got a new friend, y'all.
Yeah.
I tell you about my new friend.
Her name is Black Eye. So no. Cause
Black
that's what she about to.
Black Aisha.
Cause that's what she about to get. Because. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Legacy Journeys. I'm your host, Liv, along with my co-host,
Carlton, the host with the most.
As always.
Yes. And today, hey, this is Legacy Journeys, like she said, where we embrace, explore, and evolve relationships. So, today, it's casual. You know, I want to give a shout out to Liv for being the stylist for us. She makes sure we're dipped and fresh. And today, as you can see, she has on a pajama top.
Y'all like it?
Right? So there's a backstory to the pajama top. We are going to piggyback off of a previous episode where we talked about on Tyler Perry Sistas. So this is a tribute to one of the characters named Zach because
he wore in the previous episode, I don't know if y'all watch it, but in the previous episode, he had on a pajama top. A gold pajama top with black trimming. Yes, and he wore it with a pair of pants as if it was part of an outfit. And I'm like,
yeah. Okay,
is that what we doing? Is that what, maybe we're just old? I don't know. Y'all tell us. Is that what they do?
I haven't seen anything like that.
I have never seen
I didn't notice it until you brought it up.
Yeah, because it was clear.
Right. So maybe that's the style now. Because, bonnets weren't a thing that you wear outside now. Now
it's
people
still
have
not, but yeah, it's still not. It's still not. It's still not a thing you should wear outside. I'm sorry. It's just not.
They got designer
bonnets.
But
they out there. The bonnets.
The bonnets. What's in the door that they'll give it? It was some more.
Some more, right. The bonnets, they out there, y'all. They out there,
right.
But now, so yesterday, we got confirmation that clearly it's a thing because we seen the young lady. She had on not only the top, but the top and the shorts.
Yep. And she came out. We was in a restaurant.
She came out like that, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cute, but it's pajamas. So
only thing she was missing was the big furry house slippers,
right?
With the claws,
right. She had on
something
props.
like that. She had on some props.
But y'all tell me, I don't know, but I just thought it was crazy, and I had to say something about it.
Yeah, so this is a tribute to Zach.
Yes,
from Tyler Perry Sistas. So we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Am I pulling it off or what? Let me know.
Yeah, it was crazy that we saw that young lady yesterday with it on there because you had brought it up like, yo, this dude got on a pajama top, like, and I'm looking, I'm like, that looks like a shirt that like you have, like,
right? That I wear casually around the house.
Right.
But anyway, and speaking of Tyler Perry Sistas, y'all.
Come on and bring it. You gotta bring it.
Y'all know in episode 10, I said he better not have Penelope come back alive.
Mm-hmm.
And damn if he didn't. There she go. Talking about the baby died. And somehow, didn't she say she got up and...
She drove herself to the hospital. She escaped and drove herself to the hospital. And we talked to y'all.
I'm just saying.
I
don't know what he's going for with this because it just don't make sense. I mean,
Young and the Restless, General Hospital.
But at least Young and the Restless makes sense.
What was it? Generations, whatever all them shows. You know what I'm saying? Shows don't make sense.
Yeah, yes they do. Jack and Victor make sense.
Yeah, the feud that they had.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody else, it makes sense.
But
if you're going to do it, you know what? If he going to do it like that, have it on every day.
It's high level backwoods, trailer park, They just rich trailer park people to me.
True.
True,
they are. Because you, the brother,
right?
Yeah, sleeping with the sister or stepsister. Yeah, I get that. But if he is trying to go there, then make it an everyday thing. Have it on every day. Cause I don't know. I'm real close to not watching it anymore. He had me hooked at 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. Now it's just crazy. I don't know if it's a new writer, but so yeah, that's my issue on that.
Yeah, we got some other goodies to talk about with that.
What's the wardrobe team as far as with the women? Mm-hmm. Now the men, you can't really mess up a suit and tie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's basic. You can't really, it's basic, right. But with the women, it looked like my mom Justine back there sewing, and she got the patterns, and she with the making that shit for them
with the pedal sewing machine,
right? Not with the pedal, not with the pedal. But I'm just saying he ain't lying, because okay, so for example, the outfit Karen had on the last episode as well. It was basic, but then whoever tried to add mesh to it.
That was Fatima.
Fatima.
Right.
I'm sorry.
We're going to talk about Karen's episode.
Yeah, we're going to talk about her ass too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like they tried to jazz it up. Maybe they shouldn't do Office. Maybe because they're trying to make them look professional.
Right.
And Andy too, they just look crazy to me. She had on mesh over like some cotton top. I guess to try to make it look fancy, but it was just an epic fail for me.
And I didn't realize that.
Yeah, of course I'm looking, but yeah, it just looked crazy.
You know my issue.
What?
With the grandma dress, the old maid dress.
Just because you pregnant, that don't mean she gotta look like an old maid, Tyler.
Ooh.
Like, god damn, pregnancy can be sexy.
Yeah, and she was sexy before
she got pregnant. Right. Yeah, she used to dress cute, but
now
I'm sorry, with that long pleated Little House on the Prairie dress.
Yeah, she looked like Laura Ingalls.
Something like that. I'm just saying. I mean, it just has so many, like, not inconsistencies, just shit that don't make sense. Like, for example, Danny's boyfriend. If you're the VP of the airlines, where your office at? Behind gate 3?
Dude, office
like he talking about he the VP. I'm like,
the VP of an airline. Like, okay, so
right.
Like we lived in Atlanta, and I grew up in Atlanta, right, all my life. So like with Delta's, one of the, I think the 3rd largest airline in the world. With definitely, Atlanta's hub.
Right.
Delta is Delta, right?
Right.
Basically, or vice versa. We all know what I'm trying to say. Delta has a whole separate building away from the airport property where all their executives or whatever. Now, they might have some offices there, but I'm sure they're not at gate 3. You know what I'm saying? They're not at gate 3 where anybody could just walk in. And I know it's for show and dramatics and effect and everything.
And then he groping her. I'm like, okay.
Right.
The inappropriateness with
right. At the gate. He at the gate. He
all
trying to
on her and behind her. And there's plenty of cameras. Like,
just if you guys ever went to like a major airport, you know what I'm saying? Not like a small airport, but a major airport like Hartsfield or whatever, because they're supposed to be in Hartsfield.
Right.
There's cameras everywhere in Hartsfield Airport. Those little black domes you see everywhere, they're everywhere in Hartsfield Airport. So why you groping and doing all
right, and you the VP.
What I call it, the reality.
Get the hell out of here.
The unreality quotient. I call it something. Unbelievability quotient.
Yes, that's what you call
it. The unbelievability quotient is high.
It's just... And then going back to Karen, that bitch been pregnant for 4 seasons. When's she gonna have the baby? Tyler,
she in her 7th trimester.
That was a good one.
I'm just saying, man. Bring it on out. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it on out.
For real, finally. Please have that them damn twins with 2 different baby daddies. Please.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm starting to be over it. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much longer we're going to give it, because, it's just like, why are we watching this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are we... You know,
it don't make sense.
Because you got, you know, shows have character development and stuff like that. And like, you know, one dude that turned into a villain. He really wasn't a villain before, but now he's a villain. Like Gary's a villain now. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, yeah, he is. I mean, but he was off the chain from the beginning. So I'm not surprised to see that. But it's just...
Yeah, his character development is kind of weird.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
He was married before.
Because he went from like one extreme to like the next. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
anyway,
the acting's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, because
acting's not bad.
I hate Gary. Like, and so that means he's acting well.
He's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job, but just all the other stuff, it just
yeah.
And maybe I want to try to support, but
maybe we should be like consultants. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood consultants to see that they need to come to us and see if it passes the BS meter. You know what I'm saying? If this passes the BS meter, great. If not, it's like, why y'all put this out?
Right.
You know, because people gonna keep watching it regardless. You know, maybe it's a generation thing. I don't even know if it's that.
Speaking of generation thing,
dun dun dun.
Did y'all watch the BET Awards, or as people look on TikTok been calling it, the EBT Awards?
The EBT Awards, and then
because it was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of ghetto.
Yeah,
Taraji did her thing. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing with Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta pop out and show niggas. That's my song, y'all. That is my jam. I don't care. Yeah, that's my song for the summer. But yeah, she did her thing, and the tribute to Usher was good. And
Megan Thee Stallion and the 50 scantily cladded women that she was with, and dropping it like it's hot. The Megan Thee Stallion knees, all of that. That was visually great. Yes. That was visually great. My issue with it was that every female
visually great.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right. I'm a man. I'm supposed to be attracted to women. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't, then we'd have a different kind of dynamic in our household. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the first thing he said. Bang.
Because that was on. You know what I'm saying? She opened the show. However, my issue with it, right, was like every other female that came through there pretty much did the same exact thing or was wearing the same exact clothing, slapping on their ass, whatever they was doing.
Yeah,
everything dropped, twerking. Every female did that except for Lauryn Hill. And Lauryn Hill was dressed Lauryn Hill was dressed like a Mormon. She was dressed like a pilgrim or something. I don't know what was going on, but I get she was dressed, you know, like Method Man said, rocking 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off, boo. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fine, but
was she late?
You know she was late as hell. That's what extended the show to damn near 12 o'clock because her ass showed up late to the show. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna be mad. I didn't like the performance. I couldn't really understand what she was saying. And I know she had her son there, but I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So are we officially auntie and uncle?
Yes, officially.
Or as some of the younger people in ATL say, they call me OG. I like OG.
That too. Respect.
And those are respectful terms coming from the younger people.
Not offended at all. But
but just watching that, it was just kind of like, you know, because I used to watch award shows all the time.
I used to look forward to that.
Yeah, me too, because I was in the music biz too. So it's like, I would want to see, because these were, at the time, they were my peers. Even though they were way, way ahead of where I was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they were, you know, some of my peers. You know, I'd see some people on stage that I'd met and, you know what I'm saying, kicked it with or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, now it's just kind of like, why are you watching this?
And then they had, like, the categories. They had, like, damn 10 nominees. Like, what? I'm like, okay, Usher, Chris Brown, this person, that person, that. I'm like, God damn, what happened to, like, 4?
Yeah.
They had like 10 nominees for each category. And then I guess they only showed the music categories and nothing else.
It was really, to me, it was like the BET Hip Hop Awards, basically. It wasn't like, I don't know what the
typical
premises of the BET Awards is. It seemed like it would be like more like the Soul Train Awards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where or what is that? The Tribute Awards or something like that.
Right.
Where, you're honoring other things that just besides music. But this was mostly music.
It was all music.
So what's going to be the difference in the BET Hip Hop Awards? Are they going to scrap that? Because that was basically the same thing.
Right. To me.
It was. I mean, and like we were talking today in the car, there's a hip-hop and R&B is basically blurred at this point. You know what I'm saying? They're basically the same thing and now, in this generation now, because you got rappers that are singing a lot. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of artists doing that back in the day, singing and stuff like that. But not everybody.
They can't sing, though.
Yes,
that's the thing. And they're calling it R&B.
You know what De La Soul called R&B back in the day?
What?
Rapping bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's exactly what it is now.
Yeah, because a lot of these dudes can't sing.
Bullshit.
They got the catchy beat. Hitting you in that root chakra.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
Not.
Yeah.
What is
doom,
that?
Doom, doom. I don't know. It flowed, though. You know what I'm saying?
It did something. It did something. But, I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Because I don't think I'm going to be watching it again. It's just, it's way over. It's like, way over my head. Yeah. Like I said, I'm getting too old. I just can't now.
I mean, I don't even watch the Grammys like that.
But ass naked women shaking it.
I do, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, you a dude.
We talked about the sexual polarity of men and women in the last episode. So that's just natural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gawking. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, did you see that? No.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I be gawking because I be like, "Hey, look at that ass."
If I gawk, it ain't gonna be around you. I ain't gonna disrespect you and be like, "Oh my goodness, gawking." I'm just saying. Like, I'm not gonna be.
I guess I respect that because if it's in front of me, I'm gonna pop.
Yeah, I ain't gonna disrespect you like that.
Yeah, you better not. But anyway. Let us know what y'all think if y'all watched it, because it wasn't much to see, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was all over the place.
Some of those moments I wish I had back, those minutes. I wish I could get some of those minutes back.
I want my whole 3 hours.
I mean, it was, like you said, it was cool to see Taraji P come out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she did her thing.
And it was dope. Mustard was in the front. And Mustard with that sample. Remember I sent you that TikTok where dude got down on that track, and Kendrick got down on the track too.
And this dude didn't like it at first.
I didn't know what it was. I liked the beat, but I didn't know it was Kendrick.
What is that?
And I'm like, what is he talking about?
What is he talking about?
I'm like, what?
I don't like his cadence. I'm like,
yeah, I didn't. I didn't like the cadence.
I don't know what all that is.
Yeah, as an MC though, like
I get it.
I didn't understand what was happening.
And now he loves it.
And then someone said, well, that's. And you may have told me. Someone said it was Kendrick, and it was the reply, this song,
right,
to Drake, and I'm like, now every time I hear Drake,
you think about Kendrick.
I think about Kendrick,
like,
especially with the Atlanta artists. We're from Atlanta, so just hearing that, it's like every time we hear like 3 Drake songs a day, I'm like, every time it came on in the car, I'm just laughing,
right,
laughing like, yo, dude. Slayed,
ate him up.
Yeah, he slayed, dude. Like, it reminded me of No Vaseline with Ice Cube and NWA. Sorry, Dr. Dre. Y'all know he ate y'all up. You know what I'm saying? He got in y'all ass with that No Vaseline, and just like Kendrick did with Drake. Sorry, I don't know how you gonna come back from that, Drake.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, but again, tell us what your thoughts are if you watched it, because I don't blame you if you didn't.
Yeah. Now,
you didn't really miss anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
It's a no for me, dog. Going forward, it's a no for me, dog. So, we got a cool topic for you guys to get into the meat of the conversation.
Yes.
Right?
So, for tonight's discussion, we are going to talk about, are you involved in an emotional affair?
Emotional cheating.
Emotional cheating, yes, because it is a thing.
Is that like having a work wife?
No, it's like
work husband.
It's like you having like conversations. I'll explain it.
Okay, break it down.
And y'all, don't judge my life. I gotta look over my glasses because with my glasses, I can't see the screen like that. So don't judge my damn life, okay?
Auntie?
I'm 50.
Unk. I got progressive lenses on. Just don't have the bifocal.
I know, see, and I don't have time to be doing all that. My ass would be dizzy trying to look through my lens and up here is straight and down. Yeah, Emotional cheating is an emotional affair that involves having non-sexual emotional intimacy with someone who is not the individual's romantic partner. Someone having an emotional affair may hide it from their partner or even use deception to keep the relationship a secret. So, yeah. An emotional affair generally starts innocently enough as a friendship. But when a person invests significant emotional energy and time in a close friendship outside their marriage, it's possible for the friendship to form an emotional bond that ultimately threatens and hurts the person's intimacy with their spouse or partner.
That's deep. That's deep. And I know some of y'all are into that. I know some of y'all, somebody out there is resonating with somebody.
Yeah, because there was somebody had asked a question on TikTok because I'm in a couple of subreddits. One is dating over 40, another one is dating over 50, and of course, am I the asshole? And so somebody asked, like, how would you feel if your partner was on like an hour-long conversation with their friend of the opposite sex? And I thought that was a good question. And I asked Carlton because I'm like, how would you feel? Not that any of us do that, because let's be clear, I don't have any friends. So, especially of the opposite sex, because if we dated and we broke up, I'm sorry. Yeah, we didn't remain friends. And if we did, it didn't last, to where we're friends now. No. So I don't have that issue. But, I asked him, how would you feel if...
And what was my answer?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. But since we live, I think it just depends, you know what I'm saying, on how the friendship is. You know what I'm saying? I believe you can have platonic relationships with male and female. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about being on the phone with somebody for an hour.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot. What are y'all talking about for an hour?
For a whole hour.
Right. And I have female friends, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nobody calling on the phone, hanging out with, hey, yo, checking in. What's going on? What y'all doing this weekend?
Because I'm not having that.
I mean, but, I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that. But if I see somebody I know, I'm going to be, hey, how you doing? And then I'll let you know who they are. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key. And that's the key. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you have one, because, people do have friendships from, childhood or, family or whatever. People do have friends. My thing is, you need to introduce me to them. If you talk to them like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you need to know who this person. Yeah, your mate needs to know who this person is.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
then you having a conversation for an hour.
Right.
And what do you, like I said, what are you talking about?
We've seen enough cheaters and caught in the act. Well, I'm just going over to the store with Billy. You know what I'm saying? Me and Billy hung out. We went to the bar. You were at work, and me and Billy just,
and then you find
we went
out,
shopping.
Look, Billy isn't Billy. Billy is Billie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nah.
Right.
Nah.
And Billy knee deep. Not just knee deep, she was totally deep. Yeah, Billy knee deep in your chick. Right. Or vice versa.
Right.
I don't know what that looks like.
So I don't know. What y'all think? Are y'all okay with your partner is having a friend of the opposite sex,
yes,
please let me know your thoughts, because I really want to know. Because and I know people, that can happen, but to what extent?
Right. And some people was on the Reddit, they was like, well, I don't really see anything wrong with it. Some people was commenting like that.
Yeah, they didn't see anything wrong with it. And I'm like, damn.
I think it must be young people. Maybe it's a generational thing.
Because, he ain't about to have no female friend like that where he calling, especially her texting shit. Because where is the line drawn? To the point that it's inappropriate.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. Like, where's the line?
Right.
Where's the line to where, okay, well, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd have a problem with you talking to some dude for an hour. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
I would have an issue with that.
Yeah, right. And I'm going in another room to talk to him.
Right. And closing it, that ain't gonna fly.
I'm sure.
That's red flags.
All over the place.
Yeah, that's red flags.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so, what is emotional cheating? Emotional cheating is when a person not only invests more of their emotional energy outside their marriage, but also receives emotional support and companionship from the other relationship, which is a hell to the gnaw for me.
Yeah, because your significant other should be your emotional support.
Exactly.
Like
if there's something now, I could understand the same sex friend and you going, to talk, not tell all your business, but you need somebody to talk to. That's one thing, but the opposite sex. I'm on the phone with Larry like, yeah, Carlton never does this for me. Carlton always do this. And he just eating that shit up.
Yeah, Larry just waiting on Carlton to slip up.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, hey, Liv, won't you come over, what do you need me to do, Liv? You need me to come by? You know what I'm saying? What do you need me to do? Maybe I could swing by tomorrow during lunch.
Trust me, that nigga is taking notes. He is notating everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just so he is waiting for that opportunity to get his pinky toe in the door.
Yo,
trust me.
That reminded me of the Martin episode where the dude was with Tisha Campbell's character.
Who was it?
Gina. It was a dude, and he was going trying on shoes with her, and then Martin was like, "Yo, damn that, bro!"
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Get the stuff in.
It was what's that singer's name? Keith Washington.
I don't know if it was Keith Washington or not. It could have been, but I don't know. But it was funny because Martin was like, "Yo, damn that, bro!"
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
You going shoe shopping with her?
Wallace or something like that. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, Martin was like, damn,
because
that,
he wouldn't do it, so she went with what she thought was her friend, and he ended up hitting on her. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Again, what do y'all think about that? Leave a comment below.
Please leave a comment. Let us know what y'all think. We want to hear from y'all.
Yes, and we need y'all to leave more comments too, because the comments encourage us to continue to
Shout
put out
out to Noreen.
Yeah.
That girl, for real, that's my girl. She always leaving the comment, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. I don't know if I said that before. If I did, so what? I'm saying it again. Thank you. Because that's what we want.
You got the public shout out.
That's exactly what we want. Comments.
Inbox gonna be flooded now, Noreen. They coming for you, girl. We gonna hook you up. Somebody.
She know I would. You know I'm ready. Just say the word, girl, and I'm there. But yeah, so in an emotional affair, a person feels closer to the other person than their spouse or partner and may experience increasing sexual tension or chemistry along with the emotional intimacy.
That's that polarity.
Yeah. It's a gateway.
That's that
it's
polarity.
It's a gateway to cheating.
Yeah, that's that polarity.
If you believe your spouse's emotional energy is limited and they're sharing their most intimate thoughts and feelings with someone else, it's possible that an emotional affair has developed. Emotional cheating versus platonic friendship. A platonic friendship can evolve into emotional cheating when the investment of intimate information crosses the boundaries set by the married couple. Emotional cheating is opening a door that should remain closed. like I said, it's okay. I'm okay with, you having the long time friend that you knew or whatever, but having conversations like that,
Right.
no, I'm not
Intimate
with
conversations.
it. Not intimate conversations, but if she's calling you often,
Oh yes.
I'm gonna have a problem with that. Or texting you,
Right.
especially after a certain time.
Right.
Yeah, no. You can't call him after, I'll say 8 o'clock. That's too late.
I got a curfew, y'all.
Don't call him. If you his friend, don't know. Don't be calling him.
And then you know me, like we talked about in other episodes. Yeah, certain times I answer the phone no way.
Right.
So certain times I'm not gonna answer the phone anyway. So we've discussed that anyway. But I'm just like, but you're right. Like calling at all times of the day and night. Like what you calling for?
Right. And texting.
We ain't cool like that. Like
no.
we ain't cool. Like we cool, but we ain't cool like that.
Look, we good, but we ain't good.
Right.
I'm just saying. And so,
you got it? We trying something new, y'all, right? We trying something new.
So use it from my phone, and I done messed around and slid it
than reading
too far up.
Right.
My bad. Okay.
Easier than reading off the computer, but we're working it out.
One of the differences between a close platonic friendship and an emotional affair is that the extent of their emotional investment and intimacy is downplayed or even kept secret from the spouse or partner. Another key difference is that people involved in emotional cheating often feel a sexual attraction to one another. Sometimes the sexual attraction is acknowledged and sometimes it isn't. So now they have emotional cheating versus micro cheating.
What the hell?
Yes, there is.
Who is coming up with these things?
I don't know.
Micro cheating as opposed to macro cheating. What? I gotta hear this.
Yeah, Members defines micro cheating as moderately small actions which just cross the threshold of appropriateness with a person other than one's partner. These are things, when examined in isolation, might not be characterized as infidelity, but are irrefutable violations of trust. When examined collectively, these actions can readily be perceived as leading to overt cheating in the future. In the micro cheating, you might engage in behaviors, example, liking their social media posts or repeatedly visiting their profile, that don't necessarily require reciprocity or emotional communication. An emotional affair, on the other hand, inherently involves more emotional investment, and there's generally involvement from both parties. You will tend to experience mental fixation on the other person. So, like, let's say, for example, micro cheating is, you friends with
Betty Boop.
Yeah, Betty Boop, and she got something, like she got on a bikini, and you hearting it. I think that's what they mean by that. Or like you dropping it, you go in her DMs.
Oh yeah, now going in the DMs, that's a different type of action.
I mean,
hearting a picture. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but so you think it's okay for you to heart a woman who, like, scantily clad, as you called it, and you loving it?
I mean, I'll go in and heart Megan Thee Stallion picture. Look, that's a can of worms.
You ain't even, look, first of all, nah. I mean, first of all, you ain't even friends with her on social media, so I ain't got to worry about that. Okay, so what? If you seen it, like if you seen the picture of her, you were hearted?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But then I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, because on TikTok, I'm usually, because I'm commenting on stuff, and there's a lot of men that are, nice looking, that post something or say something, like they dress nice. I won't say, like, the women be like, "Ooh, daddy, I want you," and this and that. I'll be like, "Okay, I see you, like, you look nice." I'll say something like that. nothing inappropriate. Like, ooh, yeah, you
right.
fine.
That's the same thing to me. Right. That's
no.
like if like you typing words out, that's different than checking a box, tapping a screen. That's different than you putting thought into, because you got to formulate a sentence if you're saying something. You know what I'm saying? If you just checking a thumbs up, or
but
by a heart or whatever.
I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that.
Right.
Because I'm sure a lot of y'all on social media, and somebody post something and you like it. I mean, is that a crime?
I don't think so. I mean, if you're repeatedly though, if you're like going to their page,
you're doing it all the time.
Yeah, you're going to their page or whatever, or profile or whatever, and you're liking every single picture that this person has done, and they might be dressed a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, to me that could be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that could be an issue. But a one-off, you just happen to be scrolling through, boom, you just like it, keep it moving.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But see, I'm not on social media. You ain't trying
to like. You can tell when people thirst trapping too, like the younger say thirst trapping. Right. You can tell when people thirst trapping.
Of course.
You be like, okay.
Of course.
You know that. Then my thing is like, well. I mean,
every time they doing
it, you're not a model. You know
every time they doing one, you liking it.
Right. If you're a model, that's one thing. If you're not a model, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just thirst trapping, you got the shirt off or whatever you got going on. If you're a female, you know what I'm saying? You got your boobs out or whatever, or showing your ass or whatever. I don't know. That stuff is distracting anyway. You know what I'm saying? This is like, yeah, people put so much energy into it. What else could you be doing with your time?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
But that's
where we are
right now.
Right. That's where we are right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that emotional cheating, you've heard people talk, and I think we were talking about it before, like having a work wife or a work husband and stuff like that. To me, that's the same thing, though. Because you're divulging, you know what I'm saying? You're divulging a lot of times, if you're into situations like that, you're divulging personal things. You know what I'm saying? Humans, listen, humans gonna be humans regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to say who said this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they want me to say that their mama said this. But my friend's mama, a long time ago, when we was in college, she was like, "Look, everybody's fucking." You know what I'm saying? And that's just human nature.
It is what it is.
Right. That's it. So some things are human nature. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's been happening for ages. You know what I'm saying? That's just the human behavior. Now we have to tame this animal part of us.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And maybe some people just let themselves go to that or whatever. They feel like, well, I could talk to this person about whatever. I don't know, man. I just understand. You start opening that door. You start opening that door, and that person go just. Electric slide right on in.
Right on in.
Right on in.
What I'm saying. And so for me, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have a problem with you. I will say this. I will have a problem with you making a new friend of the opposite sex that I don't know.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no.
Right, right. I mean, and that makes sense though. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, because I'm sorry. And somebody told me this a long time ago, and they was like, the only time a man want to be your friend is if he braiding your hair. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a slippery slope for me that I just won't even get involved in. And I know he doesn't either, because
literally slippery slope.
Yeah, ain't no man trying to just be your friend. For what? I mean, think about it. I done had a lot of so-called friends, and at some point, either they tried to holler at me and I didn't like them, or there have been times where, I dated a guy and he didn't like me and he just wanted to be friends. Okay, cool, but never with the ex. And speaking of, how would y'all feel about that? How would y'all feel if your partner was still cool with their ex? Now, I'm not talking about like your husband or y'all have kids. Of course, you're gonna have to interact together. That goes without saying. But what if it's an ex and they still friends?
Yeah, that's a problem. That
What do
is a
y'all think
problem.
about that?
Yeah,
Because
that's a problem.
I mean, I ain't gonna call anybody's name, but yeah, I know of a friend, you know, who was still, she has a fiance, and she was still real cool with the ex, you know, still real cool. And I was like, wow, really?
I mean,
Like,
but if you done put the ex in the friend zone, you know what I'm saying?
okay, so you,
And that you look, I ain't trying to do nothing with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this is a female you talking about. I'm talking about a dude, because dudes, we like, I don't know, dudes is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, relationships are
funny, tricky,
roll the dice. You know what I'm saying?
right?
And then again, just like my man's mom said, everybody fucking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, like we watching what Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, like these old, quote unquote, old stories and things like that. Yeah, people been having sex for a long time. People been having emotions for a long time. You know, people been cheating for a long time. People been being treacherous for a long time. Good book, 48 Laws of Power. You'll really get a whole understanding of how a lot of these folks think out here. And remove the deception, so you will see. You know, human nature is human nature.
Right.
You know,
right.
And some folks can't think past their genitals. You know, and Xavier was talking about that, like raising above the animal level. You know what I'm saying, and getting to the level of spirit. Everybody ain't on that. You know, everybody ain't on that yet. You know, it would be nice. However, you know, and there's something to be said for the animal in us, because, you know, you got to get that row. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that row, that passion. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that.
You got to have that, right.
That's when we were talking about that polarity. You got to have that, you know, between masculine and the feminine energy. You got to have that.
Right.
You know, it's just some people don't know how to raise above that, you know, that primal instinct. It's what I guess is what I'm looking for.
They can't separate it.
Yeah.
And so micro cheating differs from emotional cheating, as in the latter, you will tend to experience mental fixation on the other person. They will occupy more space in your mind, and in turn, your behaviors might shift to create more moments to connect with them. And see, yeah, that's the difference when it comes to emotional cheating and micro. Like, if you always visit somebody's page, looking up, seeing what they're doing, yeah, you're like fixated on them.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You're fixated on, and like they said, you will start to create more like encounters, you know, with them. Yeah. Warning signs of emotional cheating. How can you tell if something counts as emotional cheating? Emotional affairs commonly develop over time, progressing toward deeper and deeper emotional investment and intimacy. Though they may develop gradually and unintentionally, there are several warning signs that your close friendship is an emotional affair. Anticipating alone time or communication with your friend. Yeah, if you're looking forward to that shit, that's a problem.
I can't wait to go to lunch. I can't wait to go to lunch with Julie.
I mean, hey, beliefs that your friend understands you better than your spouse. That's a problem.
That's a huge problem. Yeah, you that's, I don't know, man. That's a lot.
Yeah. Decreasing time with your spouse. Giving your friend personal gifts. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, nah. Mm-mm.
Well, Johnny bought me this bracelet.
Yeah, it's enough for me, dog. Lack of interest in intimacy with your spouse. Preoccupation or daydreams about your friend. Sharing thoughts, feelings, and problems with your friend instead of your spouse. Yeah, that's a big one. If you talking to Johnny about your issues with Brad, then yeah, that's emotional cheating. You need to be talking to Brad about your feelings and issues you have with Brad, not Johnny.
You and Brad
and vice versa.
Y'all need counseling.
Because I know men, y'all do that shit too. It ain't, it ain't just us. Y'all do that too. Where you'll, have this person that your wife is this, she crazy, she always doing this and whatever. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I think mature adults, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really spilling, like, bringing your intimacy to somebody else like that. Yeah,
this is a thing.
That's just...
It's a thing. Responding to confrontations about the emotional cheating with, we're just friends. Withdrawing from your spouse. Emotional cheating involves developing a closeness with another person that interferes with your connection to your partner. Instead of focusing this attention on your partner, you are giving that emotional investment to someone outside of your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Questions to ask yourself. If you have a close friendship that you think may have crossed the line into an emotional affair, consider asking yourself the following questions. Are you experiencing repetitive hostility and conflict in your marriage? Do you feel an emotional distance from your spouse? Do you find it difficult to talk with your spouse? Are you sharing more with your friend than you are with your spouse? Do you think your friend understands you better than your spouse? Oh, yeah, nah. No, there's no way you should think that your friend understands you more than your spouse. That's just crazy to me. You done spend way too much time with them on the phone or whatever if you feel that way. That's just crazy.
I mean, that sounds like that marriage is getting ready.
Are you sexually attracted to your friend? In the phrase, we're just friends, your rationalization for your close friendship. Does your spouse know about the friendship or the depth of your friendship? And see, that's my thing. That's why I said, like, yeah, if you have any new friends, they need to be my friend too. Otherwise, y'all can't be friends.
I can respect that.
Yeah, y'all can't be friends. We all need to be friends, right. Goddammit. Ain't this is my new friend Lisa, and no. No. Mm-mm.
Right, we've been going out for the past week to lunch. It's just McDonald's. It's just Chick-fil-A.
I don't give a
damn
if it's at the park.
It's just American
y'all having
deli.
Bag lunch.
Right.
No, absolutely not. Do you look forward to being with your friend more than being with your spouse? When you talk to your spouse about your day, do you avoid talking about your interactions with this friend? Oh yeah, dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, that's it's a dead giveaway.
Would you be upset if your partner had the same level of intimacy with one of their friends?
Right. What comes around goes around.
Hey.
Come on, man. It's some karma stuff happening. You know what I mean? I don't even want to use the word karma. We just go biblical with it. Sowing and reaping. You know, that's crazy. But, I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, they've just put a label to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going on since the beginning of time.
Signs your partner is having an emotional affair. Conversely, if you are worried that your spouse or partner is having an emotional affair, these are some warning signs to be aware of. Your spouse starts withdrawing from you or criticizing you. Your spouse acts secretive, hides their phone, or shuts down the computer screen suddenly when you are around. Yeah.
Dead giveaway.
Your spouse seems interested in certain technology or hobbies seemingly out of the blue. Yeah, if you come to me all of a sudden talking about you into
underwater basket weaving. Or just something weird. Yeah.
Right, knitting. Like,
yeah, I'm not.
What?
Yeah.
Crocheting,
that's
what?
not gonna happen.
I know that's not gonna happen.
Right. But I get what you're saying. Right, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, they just out of the blue start having like some hobbies that you have never heard of.
Like, where'd you pick this up from?
Amanda.
Right.
Yeah.
When did you start liking
Or even like the gym. You know what I'm saying? Going to the gym. Especially if he didn't, you know what I'm saying, go like that. And not, don't get me wrong, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't use that as an example. Because you could want to get healthy. But if you know your partner and you just know that that's not him, that's not something he would do, and all of a sudden he going like twice a day to the gym, morning and night.
He might be doing...
He working out. Yeah, nah.
He might be doing 75 hard.
Nah.
But one of those had to be outside.
Right. Your spouse seems to always work extra hours on a project with this friend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Your spouse's friend gets mentioned a lot. You seem to hear much about this person's opinions, and yours seem to count less and less. Or conversely, you suspect your spouse is connecting with someone else, but they are being secretive about it. Your gut tells you something is going on. You are normally trusting and do not get jealous easily, but something feels off to you. Yeah, like I said, if you go in, let's say you come in a room and they hide their phone or turn their phone face down, that's a problem. Or if they all of a sudden shut their computer down or close it when you come in, that's a problem.
Yeah, especially if it's your spouse, your mate. Like, y'all just dating, that may be one thing, but yeah, y'all together.
Together.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing.
Right. When you try to discuss any of these things with your partner, you are met with defensiveness or are made to feel like you're out of line. How to protect your marriage from emotional cheating. There are differing views on how to protect the relationship against emotional cheating, some of which aren't without controversy. For example, in his book, Emotional Infidelity, How to Affair, Proof Your Marriage, and 10 Other Secrets to a Great Relationship, M. Gary Newman suggests limiting your interpersonal relationships or friendships. Specifically, he recommends that readers insulate and protect their marriage against emotional infidelity by avoiding friendships with members of the opposite sex.
Simple. Avoidance is better than like when you trying to
being tempted.
Yeah. So if you just avoid it altogether.
Like I said, he better not come up telling me about some new friend of his that ain't a friend of mine and she don't know about me. Because no, that's not happening.
I got a new friend, y'all.
Yeah.
I tell you about my new friend.
Her name is Black Eye.
Because that's what she about to... Black Aisha.
Because that's what she about to get. Because I'm not even trying to play them games. Because I don't play. That's my friend. He's my friend. That's all the friend I need. I don't need no other friend from the opposite sex. He is all the friend I need. If I got a problem, I can talk to him. If I got a problem about him, I'm going to talk to him.
Pretty much.
Period.
Pretty much.
Yeah, nah. Yeah.
I mean, going outside to talk to somebody, especially if it's not a therapist, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only female friend, right. Yeah, you can have is your therapist. If she is a woman, I'm cool with that. But I don't know.
Unless it's the one with the therapist like on Sistas, running it back to Sistas. Remember the therapist Gary had him in the bed?
Oh my God, yeah, that was crazy. I was like, what type of therapist is this? Like, the ridiculousness of it.
Yeah, that was hard to stomach. Just see, like, wait a minute, what?
Right. So let me know y'all thoughts. How do y'all feel about having friends of the opposite sex that have not been like high school friends? Like I said, I understand having a high school friend, someone you grew up with, y'all parents were friends and y'all became friends. But like I said, any new friends, especially you with your ex, unless y'all got kids together, like I said again, I get that. That's understandable.
Right. Y'all got to communicate.
Right. Y'all have to communicate.
Young kids, y'all got to communicate.
Right. But no new friends. No. No new friends.
No new friends?
No new friends.
I can't have no new friends?
No, hell no. No new friends. No, not for this guy. I'm his friend. I'm all the friend he needs, okay? So with that being said, we may have to do a part 2 on this one as well. But again, let us know what y'all think.
Yes, and if you watched it this far already, make sure you have subscribed to the channel. We didn't say that at the beginning. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Yes, and leave a comment. Yes, share it with somebody. Yes, hit the notification bell. And if you're watching on iTunes or listen on iTunes, listen on Spotify. You know, I don't know what they do over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if you can save it as one of your favorites. You know what I'm saying? And that way
they just listen to it.
Yeah, but you can like with those platforms, you can like heart the show or whatever, and it'll let you know when it'll notify you when they got a new episode.
Oh, okay.
So please do that. We would love to do that. Channel is growing. We just found some things out about YouTube, you know, and how they operate with their channels and, you know, growing channels and stuff like that. So we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna continue to put the information out. You know
episode
what I mean?
15.
Yes, episode 15. So we're not slowing down at all.
No, not at all. No chance.
Our goal is to drop 2 a week. And so we're coming up with a schedule as well, a posting schedule so you all will know. Right now we're looking at Sundays and Wednesdays, I think you said?
Wednesdays or Thursdays. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. But we'll keep y'all in the loop and we'll take y'all feedback on it. You know, what's good for you guys? You know,
what
what's
do y'all
good for
like?
you guys? Because this is all a community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is community, you know, the over 40 crowd. You know, we're doing things different. The aunties and unks and OGs, we're doing something a little different. Right. So we're doing something different. We're in a different stage, you know, and this is our generation. We're the Xers, you know what I mean? The Xers and maybe some boomers kind of sneaking in there a little bit toward the end.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We accept all.
I don't know. I can't see my dad.
We accept all.
Like, yo,
nah, I can't either.
I'm tuning in to y'all every week.
I hope not, but anyway, that's it for episode 15.
Yes.
And until next time, we'll see y'all later.
All right.
Peace.